Welcome. Today, I want to teach you about a game that I created that goes with my narrative writing course called Telling True Stories. And the game I created is an escape room game. It's called Escaping Writer's Block. And this is a game format that my third graders are used to. We've played escape rooms before within Google Classroom using Google Forms. The premise of this game is that Miss Boyer, me, their teacher, needs their help. She's trying to write a narrative story, but she is stuck with writer's block. So to help her, the students must enter an igloo by clicking on the door. And then once they get inside, they are trapped inside a writer's block of ice. And then they have to solve the clues in order to escape and help their teacher. To access the game within my course, the user will, they will have worked through all of the sections and units so far in the course until they get to the reviews. So for students, this course would be set up so that students would have to move through the modules or the content in order to move on to the next thing. But for this purpose of showing, my course is unlocked so we can get to the review game quickly and view it. So when students work through all of the sections of the guided practice essay, so we've done all the lessons and all the learning for the guided practice essay, they'll get down to the review section. So the escape room game is a review that students will go through to help them for the next step in the process, which is creating an independent essay. So once you get to, once you get to the escape room review game, the game is embedded. I use Storyline to create it, but it is embedded within the RISE course, so students can begin playing it. The objective of this game is to add a fun element to review what we have learned about the writing process and the characteristics of good narrative writing during that guided practice portion of the course that I was talking about. And then students will advance to that final portion of the course, that independent essay. So this is kind of just a review game, only the next step isn't a test. It's a performance event like writing an essay. Once students are ready to play on this screen, they will go ahead and click the play button. And then this screen will pop up. Miss Boyer needs your help. She is trying to write a new narrative story, but is stuck with a writer's block. Oh no, can you help her? Click the door to enter. So students will click the door and it takes them to the inside of writer's block where they're stuck. Oh no, the door is shut and now you are stuck inside this writer's block of ice. Click next. To escape, you must answer the questions on the clues. When you answer correctly, the temperature in the room will warm up, the ice will melt, and you will be free. Click around the room to find clue number 1. So ideally here, third graders are pretty good at figuring out games. So they'll just click around on different objects, trying to find or make something happen. When they click the right object, the clue will pop up. But then there is a hint button in the corner if they're clicking around and really stuck. So when they click on the hint button, it says, need a hint. Sometimes clues come in emails. Next. And then they'll say emails, okay, computer. So they'll click on the computer and clue number 1 will pop up. Then they will click on clue number 1 to read it. And then this is the first question that they will answer. The idea is to get the questions right, raise the temperature of the room, and then once they get all the questions correct, they will melt the ice and escape the room. So this clue says, it's important to know the steps of the writing process. Drag the steps into the correct order to warm up the temperature, then the ice will melt. So to show you in playing the game, we will keep it in the incorrect order first. To show what happens if students answer a question incorrectly. So it says click the check mark in the bottom right corner to submit. So they'll click the check mark and it'll say, oops, incorrect, not quite, try again. Students will click try again, and this will continue to happen until students get the right order. Once they get the right order, which matches what we've learned in class, once they get the right order, they will get a correct prompt. Correct, that's right. You put the steps in the correct order. And then once they hit continue, they get a sign that the temperature is rising with the thermometer as a visual to show them that they're going in the right direction and warming up the room. Then once students click next, it will take them to the same thing again, same idea, click around the room. They might try the computer again, doesn't work. They're trying to click things and figure out where is the clue. And they might find it on their own, or they might need a hint. Need a hint? If you are tired, maybe take a seat. They'll click the chair, and there is clue number 2. Clue number 2 question says, think back to the pre-writing step in the writing process. What strategies did we learn to help generate story ideas? Now, this one is a question that not only tests their knowledge of the strategies we learned, but also kind of checks that they're paying attention, engaged, and reading all the answer choices. Because if they click the wrong one, it's going to keep bringing them back until they get the correct one. And the correct answer is all of those strategies. Correct, continue. The ice is starting to melt. Keep it up. The thermometer has risen. Then they do the same thing for clue number 3. In this game, for the purpose of the demo, there are only 3 clues. But ideally, for a game that would be actually presented to students, there would be 4 or 5 clues, at least 1 for each step in the writing process, depending on how long we wanted it to be or how detailed we wanted the review to be. You could add more clues for more details or to hit each step in the writing process. But here we go with clue number 3. So again, they might start clicking around. They might try the 2 they already found clues on. And then there's a hint if they need one. Need a hint? I like to squeeze a teddy bear when I'm frustrated. And they'll come over here and click the teddy bear, and there is clue number 3. Again, this third question is also set up for students to keep trying until they get it correct. So clue number 3 says, what style lead is this? Hey, watch out, I shouted as I ran toward the pond. And they might say, ooh, that's action. They would be incorrect and need to try again. Starts with conversation, so it's dialogue. Correct. Yes, you did it. Continue. And then they'll get the message at the end that says, you did it. You warmed up the ice enough to melt it. The thermometer is all the way at the top. And then it tells them, you beat writer's block. The thermometer explodes. And then the doors open and they may leave. And then they get a game complete congratulations slide. Then they can move forward in the course, or they might click this arrow, which would take them back to the beginning. I have enjoyed getting to know the Storyline software and creating a game through Storyline. When I first created my game, I was almost treating Storyline like PowerPoint, but it is really cool to explore the extra features that Storyline provides to create more interactive games or courses. I definitely don't consider myself yet an expert, but I know with greater experience that I could make this game, Escaping Writer's Block, even more game-like and fun. I hope that you enjoyed my game. If you are ever stuck in a writer's block of ice, good luck. Thanks.